Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to our cozy little corner of the internet. I'm Pen and today I'll be reading The Secret Love Children by SilverRosesAndDragons. Here's a summary. Izuku is not All Might's secret love child, thank you very much. He is a different hero's secret love child. Two heroes actually. Hope you guys enjoy and let's get into this. Are you All Might's secret love child? Todoroki-kun asks, his voice as flat as ever. Izuku tries to hold back his laughter, but then he sees Hitoshi clearly hiding his amusement out of the corner of his eye and he can't help it. He breaks out into laughter. No, he manages to choke out between giggles and gasps for air. Not All Might's secret love child. Aizawa-sensei walks into the room as he says the last bit, and Izuku's laughter increases again. Aizawa-sensei raises an eyebrow. And what is this about? Midoriya is denying that he's All Might's secret love child. Todoroki explains, deadpan. Izuku can see Aizawa's lips twitch minutely. Is that so? He asks mildly, even though Izuku can hear the amusement in his voice. Well, I'm sure this is a fascinating discussion. This fascinating discussion can wait till after class. With that, homeroom began, and everyone put the absurd question in the back of their minds. Of course, Midoriya wasn't secretly a child of a hero. That would be ridiculous. It's just so funny, Papa, Izuku says that night at dinner with his family. Papa, as he liked to be called, even though he didn't identify as a man, looks over to Dad questioningly. It's true. Todoroki asked if the problem child was All Might's secret love child. In those exact words, completely deadpan. It's hilarious, Hitoshi agreed, smirking a little. He totally asked about the wrong hero, though I can kind of see why he would think that though. Easiest sunshine personality and bright smile could be compared to All Might's smile and positive attitude, even though he's clearly got his energy from you, Papa. My quirk is more similar to his than either one of yours. At least Toshi's quirk clearly came from both of yours when someone knows what to look for. While mine seems to be completely random, Izuku says, whining a little bit at the end. It happens sometimes. Random mutation quirks, right? Dad says, which is enough to send Izuku into a tangent about quirk mutation and evolution, and how both his and Hitoshi's quirks fit into different theories on the subject. His family listens and smiles fondly, even though each one of them had heard the information before. Izuku loves his family. Izuku remembers vaguely at a time where he didn't live with Dad and Papa. He knows he lived with the Midoriyas, though he was too young to actually remember their names, because that's the name he uses at school. His legal name, Aizawa, Hitoshi's too, but they decide not to use it to keep their parentage quiet for their safety. There was always a risk that if some villain had found out that was pissed off at one of their parents, they might use Hitoshi or Izuku to get back at them. Dad and Papa were only 16 when they were born. Still students at UA, it was honestly a miracle that the media never caught wind of a trans male hero student being pregnant, and with how much the media attention the school gets. Dad was in foster care at the time, and both of them went straight into care themselves and were split up into different homes. As soon as Dad and Papa were out of UA, they started to get Izuku and Hitoshi back, though they didn't even know their names, not being allowed to allowed to name their babies before they were taken away. It was a long process. The boys were almost 2 by the time Dad and Papa were able to get court-ordered visitations with the boys and finally met them. Papa said that Hitoshi and Izuku bonded as soon as they saw each other at one of the visits. After more than a year of weekly visits, they were able to get custody of Hitoshi. though it was heavily implied that it was temporary and that they could easily lose it again. Hitoshi was a little easier to get custody for because he didn't have a long-term foster family. Izuku was with the Midoriya since he was an infant, and they kept fighting to keep him. At least they fought until he was 4 and his quirk didn't come in, leading to the revelation that Izuku had a second toe joint. They stopped fighting after that, and soon Dad and Papa were able to bring him home as well. Izuku ended up manifesting his quirk late. The toe joint was a mutation and a bit outdated, of a way to tell if someone was quirkless. But he's glad the assumption of him being quirkless let him live with his dad and Papa. He wouldn't have wanted to grow up with bigoted parents anyway, even if his other options weren't Dad and Papa. But really, they were just about the best parents he could have asked for. Yes, they were both very busy as pro heroes, but they always made time for their sons. And the whole family loves each other a lot. If you guys want, Dad says, after a long moment of peaceful silence. You could tell your classmates, as long as you trust them and make it clear that they can't go around telling people. It should be safe. Sorry about that. Besides, you're going to be heroes of your own soon. It's your choice. Izuku and Hitoshi look at each other, communicating with their eyes in only a way twins and married couples could. Do they want to tell their classmates? It certainly wouldn't make them stop hinting that Hitoshi and Izuku would be a good match, considering they're brothers and all. But do they trust them with this potentially dangerous information? In the end, the brothers decide not to tell their classmates exactly, but to stop trying to hide it. They start calling their parents Dad and Papa in class instead of Aizawa Sensei and Yamada Sensei, and it was funny how no one notices at first. They start acting more tactile with each other in the dorms because they're twins, and sometimes they like to cuddle. It's not that they cuddle more, it's just they stopped hiding in one of their rooms to do it. Letting everyone see them cuddled up on the couch. Dad stops hiding his affection as much in front of the others, ruffling their hair and giving them a small smile. Though he's still not very openly affectionate, that's just how he is. The first time the class seems to notice that they have changed was when they call their teachers. It was something they call their teachers over a week after they started doing it. Izuku runs into the classroom 30 seconds late and loudly pants out, "Sorry, Dad," before taking a seat. The class is quiet for a moment before Kirishima, because of course it's Kirishima, shouts, "Dad?" Yeah, it's not the first time I've called him that in front of all of you. I assumed you guys had already gotten over it, Izuku says. And he looks and sounds innocent, but Hitoshi knows better. They had talked just last night at how oblivious the rest of their class was and how to fix it. You guys really didn't notice? He asked mildly. Not even you, Todoroki. Todoroki looked like the world was imploding around him. Did you at least notice us calling Papa Papa? Us? Calling who Papa? What the fuck? Came the class's response, amongst others. Yamada Sensei, Izuku says calmly. Aizawa Sensei and Yamada Sensei are our parents. You didn't know? Izuku tilts his head to the side like a confused puppy, and Hitoshi has to hold back his laughter. The green-haired boy was better at acting than anyone gives him credit for. Hitoshi loves how much of a menace he is. Weren't they, 15 when you were born? Sarah asks. 16, actually. Hitoshi corrects, not offering any other information. And if any of you follow our example, I would not be happy. Believe me, trying to train while pregnant is not fun, Dad says dryly before glaring at both of his sons. Especially you two. If I become a grandfather before I'm 40, I'm disowning you both. How is that fair? Hitoshi asks, raising an eyebrow to his father. Because if I disown one of you, the other one would stop talking to me anyway as a show of support, Dad says. And okay, that's fair. Now, let's get started with today's lesson. Todoroki is blindsided. He never thought that Midoriya, ray of sunshine that he is, could be Aizawa Sensei's love child. At least he now knows for certain that he doesn't have to compete with Shinso for Midoriya's affection, though he has to win Shinso over if he wants a chance with the green ray of sunshine. Okay, everyone, that was Secret Love Children by Silver Roses and Dragons. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to take care of yourself. Bye bye.